Hello guys, in this step we're gonna follow these steps to install AWS CLI. CLI stands for Command Line Interface and this obviously Command Line Interface to AWS account. So depending on your account you can use AWS and connect to the accounts using the profiles and have access to it and activate certain commands. You can access pretty much to anything. Everything that you can do from UI, you can do from CLI. Let's go and install it because we're gonna need it for our next steps. Depending on your operating system, you can go and install it. In my case, it's a Linux. I'll follow these steps. I just to download and do this, do that. Once once you did it, you're gonna have it installed. But just other than installing this, you will need to install Python. You can Google actually how to install Python. I'm not gonna cover it here. Make sure that you did it right. Make sure that you create a virtual environment, etc. So just follow these best practices. Okay. Here on this step, I just created some memos for myself. This is a link to this page, and here I'll will show you how to configure AWS CLI. Why CLI is installed, by the way, AWS -- version. You can check that it is installed, and it has some version. It's supposed to be something like that with Python 3 dot something. Okay, so your CLI is installed. Right now, what we have to do, we have to connect CLI to that file that we created, that we downloaded, that from previous step. The result of creation that user. You remember I said that we have to click on this link and download this CSV file. If you haven't done it, you can actually repeat this step and download this file. You can name it like that afterwards, because before it was coming with something default, like a new user credentials. I can open these credentials and show you what is inside. You see, it has a user, name, password, access, etc. So basically, this is what is inside of this file. That's why it's okay to use this command where you specify. You see what we're doing? AWS configure import -- comma separated file. Then there is a path to the file. Make sure that you provide file in the beginning, otherwise it's not going to work. And in this case, this is the path, exactly that path that I have right now. Then just let's see what's going to happen. This is successfully imported one profile. What it means? It means actually that I'm going there. This is my home folder, and this is .aws folder that I already had. And this command actually created this new file. In case if you already had this file, it will just modify it. Let's open this file. This is basically the credentials. The credentials, since we didn't specify anything specific here while we were creating, configuring this profile, it went with default and took our user like a dev AKS. So dev AKS is the name of the profile, and this is the key, and this is the access key, basically password. This is what it took from that file, actually, the one that we downloaded, right? But right now, these credentials is actually kind of official, properly saved, proper place credentials that are connected with this AWS configure AWS command. Okay, so once it's done, you can simply check if everything is fine. just simply like that. It will just print you what it knows about the profile that already configured. And as you can see, we see what we just created. Okay, so this is the first step that you have to do. And then we will go to next steps afterwards.